What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matt, aka Life is a Skate Park, and just coming back at you guys with a quick little review of the new USD Shadows skates. Now, if you haven't seen it already, I did an unboxing video. It's also on the channel. You can check it out, where I just kind of went over my first impression of the skates as I unboxed them and made a couple of modifications. But really, right out of the box, these things are amazing. So I just kind of want to go over what things I did change and give you my opinion of them. Been skating them for about a week, maybe a week and a half, couple of really solid street sessions. So I want to give you my opinion, my impressions, and just let you know what I think. First couple things that I did change is the buckle system. Now, I'm not a big fan of plastic buckles, and I did want to go towards something more of like a Velcro, like the original Shadows had. So what I was able to do was kind of just swap those out, real simple, and I really enjoyed the results of that. If you watched my unboxing video, you'll remember that I got the Trimax Velcro straps to try and modify onto these, the two-piece cuffs. And as I said at the end of that video, I was unable to get those to work, mostly because of the V-cut in the cuff and the straps just being so thick. The Trimax straps, I couldn't even really get it to fit here. The buckle stuck out too much into this buckle protector, I guess you could call it. So I was kind of bummed about that. I did ride them with the stock plastic buckles a couple of sessions, but I really do just enjoy Velcro, not only for ease of getting them on and off, but also just kind of the flex it gives you. So I got these. These are the USD carbon Velcro straps, and it comes with two hinges that just go right on like normal into the holes there for the buckles. And man, these work great. Not only is the quality really good, the Velcro is nice and stiff, the material itself is nice. They match the skate really well, I think. But it's just a great feeling, like I said, especially with me lacing all the way up through that liner. It kind of holds, you know, my foot in really nice in the liner, and then it gives me just a little bit of flex there in the upper. That I really personally enjoy. So if you do like the Velcro of the old style Shadows, that's something I would recommend. Is you can just find those USD carbon Velcro straps and swap them out real simple, and you'll give yourself the flex you're looking for, and also, you know, they're a lot more durable in my opinion. Those plastic buckles seem to bust out pretty quickly. So at the very least, I would get a second pair of buckles if you're going to rock them with the plastic buckles. But if you're interested in the Velcro, then this is an option for you. Worked real well. The other thing I changed was the liner. Now, the liner comes with stock laces, but I swapped those out and I kind of did a little bit different of a lacing system. So with the stock liner, you can see that they've got a double lace system with the drawstring up top for the upper, and then just some nice laces down here on the bottom. I was super impressed with the quality of the laces. They're not waxed, but they are like a hockey lace, not just a shoestring that seems to, you know, a lot of the laces get really frayed out once you start skating on them. And the eyelets themselves are very high quality too. I was really impressed with that. They're double stitched in, so you can really tug on them and get that upper nice and tight too. So stock, they were dope, but what I ended up doing was just lacing all the way up with one set of laces. Kind of gives it a little bit sleeker of a feel. There's less going on than, you know, a lace with a tie down low, and then also the drawstring with the buckle and all of that up top. I just used some white. These are laced or waxed hockey laces that I used, but you could use the stock laces as well. And I just went all the way up. I came in through the low, on the instep to kind of give me like a 45-degree, kind of snug it down my heel down in the liner, and then I just went all the way up, and it kind of holds it all together a lot better in my opinion. So that's something you could try. Now I know you're wondering, so do you like them? Well, I went and got some more. So that right there should tell you that yes, I do like the new USD Shadows. They're an amazing skate, and I'm a firm believer in if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So as soon as I had about 2 sessions in these things, I knew I was going to want to skate them for as long as possible. Now we don't know how long USD is going to continue to make the Shadows, right? So I went out and copped another pair, boot only, just so that I had some spare parts. And even the spare liners, so that theoretically I could skate these things for as long as possible. As I've said before, we do skate a lot of street, and by no means am I the greatest skater in the world. So I do enjoy having a second pair just for parts, or if these get torn up, I do have a second pair to go to. Especially when you're trying to learn new tricks, which is something I like to try and do. You're not going to always land that sole foot on. You're going to slip out a little bit. It's a process. And in that process, you're going to tear your skates up. So it's nice to have a secondary pair, especially when you find something that fits well, something that works well with what you're trying to do. Cop them. You know what I'm saying? Support the companies. And also, that way you've got some extra skates so that if you're out in the middle of a session and a buckle breaks or strap breaks or anything, it doesn't completely throw you off. Now you got to go home, order them, save up, wait for them to get shipped to you. That way you just go to the trunk, pull out your second pair, and you're good to go. Now, I would like to think that the USD is going to continue to make the Shadow. But if they don't, however, your boy is stocked up, and I'm ready to roll for as long as possible. So that right there should be an encouragement to you. If you're a Shadow fan and you're wondering, are these skates going to be worth the investment? Yes. You saw the couple of modifications that I made. Other than that, these things are solid. In comparison to the old Shadows, I would say I like the boot more than the foot wraps. The foot wraps were dope, don't get me wrong. But this is a super solid liner. The fact that it's all one piece does feel a lot more secure on your foot than just a shoe with the padded cuff. Now, that was an amazing design. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of the original Shadows still. And I still have a few pairs that I'll throw on occasionally. But the one-piece liner, and it's a solid liner too. It's not just, a piece of crap. It's a really, really well-made liner by my fit. The shoe itself everything about it is very high quality, and just the support that you get, I guess would be the best word to describe, from having the one-piece liner, the boot, and then the really super lightweight. I mean, they were able to eliminate surprisingly a lot of weight by cutting out that padding and even making the instep from a T shape to just this regular, just across the instep. It's super lightweight, which it already was. You still have the same Shadow sole plates, which are amazing. Everything else just works very well. They went back to the old style ratchets, which are really nice. The toe straps, the Velcro on both are really, really solid. So you can really lock down your foot where you want it. And I never had a single issue with the Velcro opening up or coming undone or anything like that, which is good because I did skate Aeons for a while and those Velcro straps suck, I'm not gonna lie. So there's a noticeable difference in the Velcro that they went to. Everything about it, even like the V-cut, the beefier straps, they went to a little bit thicker of a carrying strap, which is nice. And man, I'm just super, super impressed with these skates. They slide good. Pretty much everything, if you skated a Shadow, everything that you're expecting it to be, it will be, and then some. And that's why I went out and copped a second pair. I would like to skate these skates for as long as possible. And I worry that that they might not continue to make them. We don't know at this point. There's no pro riders riding them that I see. I know Eugen's done a little bit of a edit in them, and I know Farmer, when they first came out, he did a little bit in them. But it worries me that there's no pros really riding these skates. So I hope they continue to make them. But if they don't, like I said, that's why I went out and copped the second pair. Not to mention, man, we all got these Trump bucks. And, you know, I know a lot of people are in financial situations where they need that just to keep afloat. And if that's you, I totally understand. Thankfully, I've been working this entire time. And so I wanted to throw some of that Trump money back at some of these companies. We got to support these companies that we love, because just as much as we're hurting, they're hurting too. And so if we don't buy new products, you know, we don't know how long these companies are going to go. And even just getting a new set of bearings and wheels, or some new frames if you need them, or even just parts, you know, buckles and all of that kind of stuff, it goes a long way to not only support the companies themselves and the distribution systems set up, but also just the stores, all the blade shops. There's very few left, and they all take pretty good care of us. So we gotta support the shops as best as we can. I highly recommend these skates. If you have never skated Shadows before, but you get a lot of pressure points and you're dealing with skates being uncomfortable, this is the skate to go to. That's what brought me to the Shadows. I tried a lot of other skates, and I kept getting weird foot pains in different places. These are going to be the skates for you. I've heard if you have wide feet, these are going to be the skates for you. Even if you're in an urban setting where you're constantly taking your skates off, putting them back on, taking them off, putting them back on, these are going to be the skates for you. You can always just real quickly step out. You've got the walkable liner. You go into the bodega. You go up to your girl's place. Whatever you got to do, come back down, throw these on, and you're back rolling. I am always the first person to have my skates on at a session, and the first person ready to go to the next spot when we're hopping back in the car, because these are just that quick and easy to get on and off. Especially with the Velcro, you do 1, 2, and then you pull this out and you're good. I really recommend these skates, man. They're incredible. They skate well, super high quality, great design. In my opinion, they look great too. They're very, very sexy skate. I blacked them out with the cuff bolts, and I changed the buckle, obviously, and I changed the laces. But other than that, these are pretty much out of the box. And like I said, I've taken them out on the streets about 5 or 6 times now over the last 2 weeks, and I love them. You know, I didn't have any problem throwing tricks that I already knew, and I also have even learned some new tricks, which is always a good feeling when you can straight out of the box learn some new tricks. It's been a great experience. I'm really, really happy with these skates. The brand new USD Shadows. Go cop a pair, man. I really enjoy them. I think you will too. Support your local skate shops. Support the companies. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe. I don't know how many more of these unboxing videos I'm going to make, but like I said, there was just a lack of information about these when I first was interested in them. And I wanted to provide a little bit of insight for anybody who's going from an old Shadow and is curious about the new Shadows, or anybody who's just seen these and wants to give them a try. I highly recommend these skates. They're incredible. Hope this helps. Everybody stay safe, have fun. Go get your blade on, man. Peace.